Hello everyone and welcome to the Gratitude Galore podcast with your girl Maria. This is the podcast that encourages you to apply gratitude to deal with day-to-day challenges. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you all had an amazing week filled with love and good vibes, and most importantly, gratitude. In this episode, which is the third episode since the podcast began, we will explore the various reasons why we are ungrateful, why we develop that attitude of ungratefulness. So there are two main reasons why we are ungrateful. The first one is that we are not taught to be grateful from a young age, from our childhood. And I believe this contributes so much to the attitude we have towards life. You've heard many people say that childhood shapes our lives a lot, and I believe that's true because everything that you were taught in childhood, you still remember to date. For instance, if you learned to cycle during childhood, I'm sure you've never forgotten how to cycle. I believe it's the same thing with gratitude. Ka tungefunzwa kukuwa grateful from a young age, kufunza like your genuine thankfulness, your like not necessarily mtu akikupea kitu, but even mtu akikufanyia kitu. For instance, if you've grown in an African homestead, then you know ile design. Mzazi anakuita, you're in the bedroom, they're in the sitting room. The remote is across them. It's just like one step away. Na unasikia unaitwa ukiwa bedroom. Ukuje umpitishe hiyo remote. And after umempitishe hiyo remote, you would expect, ama not really expect, like, your situation ina deserve a thank you, ina deserve an appreciation, because nimeacha ile kitu nilikuwa nafanya nikuje nikupasie remote. But you'll find that most parents are entitled, like wanaona, we nakupea chakula, nakupea mahali pa kulala, so you have to do, like, kukutuma nika like najilipa for all the services I've given you, and yet they are your parents, they brought you into this world. So if your primary caregiver cannot teach you gratitude, has not taught you to be grateful, where are you supposed to learn about this gratitude? You know, it doesn't make sense, because wao ndo wanafaa kukufunza, wao ndo wana grow na wewe, wanakuwatch ukigrow. So if they don't teach you, chances are high you won't apply it into your life. So the second reason why we are ungrateful is because we are going through our own challenges, and it makes it hard for us to see good things in life. Like wase, let's face it, life iko na shida zake. Kuna times mse tu encounter kitu anashindwa, wow, is this how life is supposed to be? And situations ka hizo zinaweza discourage mtu aone like there's nothing worth living for, ama there's nothing worth, hakuna kitu ya kuwa happy for. And maybe it's mainly not the case, lakini you can't really blame them. Imagine you are undergoing a problem na una feel to your problem imekuwa overwhelmed, you can't even see anything to be happy about. Nacheki ile situation yenye, for instance, labda you've lost someone, ama you've broken up with someone, and then unakuwa tu utaki kukula, you're hungry but you don't want to eat. I think it's the same situation, like unataka kuwa grateful but you can't, because all you can see is just your issues. And I believe getting out of this situation will take a lot of effort, a lot of unlearning, because hiyo ni culture tumelearn, like kaa kuna shida, you just think the worst out of the situation. We are not taught to see the positive, the silver lining out of the bad thing. So in conclusion, tunaweza sema we are ungrateful because of two main reasons. Number one, we are not taught to be grateful from an early age. Number two, we are so focused on our problems that it's hard to see something to be grateful for. And that's it for today's episode. And I want to take this chance to thank you, my listener, for listening until the end. And I appreciate the love and support each and every one has shown to me, either in private or in public. I really appreciate that. A little bonus, I'm dropping 2 episodes, so the next episode is available for you immediately. And if you have any feedback, comments, suggestions, feel free to contact on Instagram at Gratitude Galore Podcast, on WhatsApp at +254 748 68 3797. So until next episode, bye bye.